What a glorious morning, it's Saturday. The ZZR is being torn apart. The sun is in the sky. I've had my toast. Right, confession time. This little bugger ran out of fuel yesterday. Yes, let's just say that the fuel gauge is a lying bastard. Anyway, it started conking out about 5 miles from work, and I knew it was fuel starvation, and a lovely chap called Oddball on a beautiful blue Yamaha Custom stopped to offer assistance, and he escorted me all the way back to work. All you had to do was pull over for a minute, wait for the float bowls to fill up again, and then you could get another couple of miles. And I made it to work, managed to get some fuel, and it come home without an issue. But I'd say the fuel level was about probably there when it went for its MOT. You could see it, and it's done. Well, it done 75 miles on sort of that much, which is about par for the course. I thought this was a 20 litre tank, but it's 18. And they're saying the average fuel range is about 150 miles, so that actually works out correctly. As soon as it had fuel in it, it was sounds of the pound. Anyway, what I'm going to do today is I've got the proper fuel pipe, which is the bottom one here, for the main feed, because obviously I've been running it on reserve because I replaced the reserve tap. The reserve hose for the proper one. The main one is kinked because somebody's tried to put a standard straight line on it. So I'm going to whip the tank off. It's dead easy. Side panels off. 1 bolt down there, 2 bolts there, and disconnect this top pipe, and it's all off. And then you've got your breather hanging down and what have you. So I'm going to do that. Fit the proper pipe. I'm going to siphon the once I've got the tank off, I'm going to put it on reserve, drain it all out so we don't get any spills and splashes. And what I may do, or I might go out for a ride, is take the rear shock off and just up the preload on it, because you have to take the shock out to do it. In theory it's easy, because you can actually get to the top shock bolt through there. And like I say, I've greased the linkages, but I've not had them apart like I did with the ZX10. So I might do that, or I might just do the fuel tank and take it out for a burn. I don't know yet. We've got the mad animal today. This mad animal. This one here. And he slept with me all last night, didn't you? Didn't you? Yes, you did. I had about 1/8 of the bed all night. But it's alright, he was happy. Ain't ya? Ain't ya, little bugger? Yes, little sod. Yeah. So yes, that's my plans for today. So I'm just draining the fuel out of the tank, and you can see the pipe somebody's put in, the black one. And that's the original. You are not going to replicate that with a bit of straight pipe. So needless to say, if you try and do it with a straight pipe, it kinks and then starves the fuel. Yeah, so it'd be good to get this on. Nice. Just got to wait for it to drain now. Press the button, you twat. I've also noticed underneath, I don't know whether you'll see it, one of the bolts is leaking on the fuel sender. Just a drip, and there's none of it evident on the bike, so it's obviously evaporating before it causes a problem. But while the tank's being emptied and what have you, we'll reseal all those. The gasket's okay, it's coming out the bolt head, because the bolts need to be sort of thread sealed as they go in, so we'll sort that out as well. May as well while we're here.
A few moments later.
Filter cleaned out, new pipe on, sender unit resealed. Just going to give that an hour or so for it to cure. You can see it's been what's the word, Jim? Leaking. all done, all back together. I'm just waiting for the I've put a bit of silicone sealer around the sender and the bolt heads and what have you, so I'm going to leave all that to cure and then put the fuel back in. Yes, all told though, job went alright, it was easy enough. I've done a couple of little other bits as well, and yes, so I'm going to leave it till about lunchtime and then put the fuel in. Yes, yes, yes. So, flatulence, confession time. I put the new pipe on, as you can see. I buttoned everything back together, all lovely. Took my timeline in the bodywork up, turned the fuel tap on, petrol leaked. Somebody, I'm not saying who, actually we'll blame the dog, because the dog was supervisor off works. I forgot to put the tap to carburettor pipe back on, so I'm in the process of putting it on now. Stupid boy.